What's up, y'all? So we're back for part 2 with Travis Jon, and if you did not watch part 1, stop. Go back and watch part 1 because part 2 is only gonna get better. Cause my God, so
that's what.
We'll get to a snack and a drink for this.
So, Kid, where do you want to pick up? Go ahead.
I want to pick up at these accounts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's talk about your OnlyFans and Just for Fans. So first off, how did you get started?
So OnlyFans, Just for Fans, I got started. Like OnlyFans has been around for a few years,
right? And
in the beginning, people were like, "Oh, you." It was kind of like the white gays had it, and it was kind of like whatever, kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. But then last year I was like, why not? I enjoy sex. I enjoy being recorded. I'm a voyeur, an exhibitionist.
Say that's right up my alley.
Exactly. I could get paid for fucking. Okay. I mean, I escort already. I was like, I don't have a problem with putting my face out there on the web when I have sex. We all got like them good pictures of it where you're like, I look good. The ass is on point. The dick looking good. The titty sitting just right next to top. Oh,
but I can't leave mine though.
There you see. But we all got them, and if you send them or not, I think I just want to work towards destigmatizing like sex work and being able to have a whole life outside of it. Because just because I fuck on camera don't mean that's my whole identity. For some people, it is.
I'm diving that too. Because how do you not mix the two when you're in a relationship?
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, back to so I started about a year ago. I'm not. Sometimes I get lazy. You gotta really be on it. Mm-hmm. It's like marketing. You gotta be on it. If you want to be good in the market, if you want to break through, you gotta be on it. You gotta be on Twitter. You gotta be promoting yourself. You gotta be editing these videos constantly, like filming new stuff. You can't keep the same stuff. Like people gonna be like, whatever. I done seen you take a dick in that position. Come on, like that's your only move, girl. Do something new. Learn something else. That dog ain't. We don't want to walk that dog. Like so, I'm also super kinky, so that helps. I love fisting, getting fisted, water sports, choking, bondage. I've been choked with a belt before. Sling.
You just broke this scale.
I know people are just like, whoo, Jesus, like. What?
Like public stuff. If you go to Wayne State, it's a bathroom everybody know about. I don't even gotta say, but if you know which bathroom I'm talking about.
I ain't never been to Wayne State. I ain't never took a class, but I know about that.
Exactly. That bathroom, you go at the right time, you're gonna meet a whole lot of friends, and they're gonna be real close, and it's gonna be a good time. I mean, your shoes might stick to the ground when you try to walk out, and people gonna be looking at you because you got some new hair gel on your head. Face that you didn't rub it on. I'm just saying, it's sex is fun.
Sex is fun.
Like
everybody do it.
Exactly. Oh my God, messy sweat. If my beard don't smell like your ass or your dick, I didn't do it right.
Preach.
Like I want
not called a flavor saver for nothing.
Exactly. I want your juices all over me. Yeah. Baste me. All right. Exactly. Like I wanna be sitting like 9 hours later, just like
okay, that's 9.
Well, I'm kinky like that. I like that.
I'll need the products of yesterday on today. So you said that you were engaged. Mm-hmm. What is it like doing sex work and being in a relationship?
It can be tricky if you have to both be. One, secure in who you are, and 2, know how to communicate with each other. If you don't have those 2 things, it will break down real quick.
Was your partner in any sort of sex work?
No, my partner was not in the sex work. He's in the medical field.
So he never did camera with you?
Nope. Oh, okay. No, he wanted to, but it was kind of like, I don't want to get out and get back to my job.
Yeah,
because
that type of job,
it's a lot of places with morality clauses hidden in their contracts when you sign up to work, so be careful about that. Like you'd be like, well, I was over the clock, but a lot of people have morality clauses, and like whenever you sign up to work, if you see something about if you're not on the clock, you still represent us. Right. That's a morality clause.
Side note: if you have where you work on any of your social media and may
Take it down.
post even ladies a picture in a negligee. Is that still a word?
Yeah, lingerie.
Lingerie. I'm like, I feel real old. I feel real old right now.
My teddy.
Right, exactly. But like things like that, like those things can come back and haunt you if you work within the corporate space. So just know what you can do, what you can't do. If you have a job that makes you sign an NDA for certain things, depending on your industry. I know about these things, so just make sure that if you are thinking about sex work, if you are thinking about podcasting in general, certain things, just make sure to go talk to your HR department. And
that might sound like a bit much, but in the long run,
it will save you, because there may be content that you've used or that you've recorded that you're ready to use that you won't be able to use because of work. It can go down, so just make sure that if you're doing those things that you keep them completely separate.
Yes. So, like social media, I get it, it's supposed to be social, but to a certain extent, you have to create a whole fake persona. Exactly. And with that fake persona, you can't bring it. You can't mesh the two. You can't mesh your real life and your fake persona. So, like my Twitter, if I post a picture on my Twitter, it won't ever go on my real social media, because with Google Images, it will cross-reference and link the two, and now you expose. Now your real name is attached to your persona, and that's hard to separate the two.
That was a dog ass tip he just gave y'all.
Like seriously, like
that was like y'all. Drop it in cash.
My editing skills are not there, but if I could, I would just like drop right here. Message like.
Oh, I'm doing it. Tip number 1.
Seriously, because that shit is real. So.
Like, because you don't know, you might piss off the wrong person. And they go scrolling and they're like, "Wait, I done seen those curtains before," and they look around and they're like, "That wallpaper, that like." Paint on the background, that chair.
Anyone that knows me knows that I'm FBI number 1. Yeah. Okay, I can get your entire life.
I'll take a picture with 2 numbers in the picture.
Listen, so there are ways. There are people with skills that are far better than mine. So,
and I'm just an amateur with this, and I can find you.
And quick and easy find you, your mama, and everybody else. So
have separate spaces. You got to like make sure you're not. Anything identifiable, like any books, picture, even concert tickets, poster, you need to separate the two. So just like if you are in a sex work, you need to have a room dedicated to only that space. Don't cross-work, don't mix the two. Like you walk by and then you walk by the mirror, your sex room work and like your sex worker room, and you take a picture and put on your like normal Instagram or Facebook. Nope, because somebody you didn't know was following you on your OnlyFans or Just Friends, like, Oh, that's what your real name is. And now you got somebody waiting in the weeds for when you piss them off.
Yep.
There's been plenty of former porn stars and sex workers who tried to, like, leave.
I was going to ask, like, is there a code for the people that go in and out? Because, like, we see people on Twitter that maybe get in and out of relationships with other, porn stars and things like that. And that shit blows up. And, next thing you know, they on Facebook Live and then Instagram and hashtags and shit's all linked up. Like, so is there like a sex worker code? Like, like you cool, I'm cool, we cool.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like a legitimate code, but it's just kind of a respect thing. Like, don't be on some shit and you'll be good. Like, nobody will throw you under the bus. If you just about your work, ain't trying to fuck nobody else over, you living your life and living your best self.
So they mind your business.
Exactly. You mind what pays your business.
Mine's the business that pays you.
Exactly. Okay. All right.
So how do you pick who you film with?
So with Twitter, the OnlyFans and Just for Fans thing changed things dramatically. Because it gave the power to the creators. Mm-hmm. Like with studio porn, the studios will hit you up and be like, we got this many scenes, this who you're working with, yes or no. There was no, like if you want to or not. And if you said no, you would never film with that studio again. Point blank. So you had to.
Especially if you're black.
Yes.
On top of that.
Yes. Like if you were black, you needed to.
Like being blacklisted in porn while being black is
you're done.
So do you consider yourself like a porn star?
No. I am not. Porn stars are people like name recognition. They get flued out around the world. They headline events.
You're kind of there though.
Not yet. That's what the rest of 2020 is. As long as Miss Rona don't come back and like y'all bitches still fucking up, get it together.
We'll see you 2021. She ain't no hoe out here. Okay.
But fans only and just for fans and stuff. That's like the modern day porn site stuff.
Yes. It's very. If you're kinky, you can. That's all you can post. You don't have to do studio porns like every 10. You get to do one of your own scenes like you want to do. Right. Like you don't have to put in those years of hard work. Like I need the name brand recognition before other studios I want to work with start picking me up. Mm-hmm. Like with Just for Fans, OnlyFans, from day one, you can start putting what you want, how you want to be seen. It's all in your hands. And I think that has studios like shook because studios are still stuck in the. Excuse me, I'm sorry. They're stuck in their ways that like, oh, we are the main. We are the main people who like produce porn. Right. No, studios don't. People don't go to studios anymore. The only reason
that's what I was saying. Like, well, I haven't saw a new porn star pop up on my little time thing.
Like stars, right? But I've seen plenty of new OnlyFans.
Yeah, they'll pop up every day.
Right, especially during quarantine.
I didn't know she was.
And what's funny is before. I've never done a porn subscription to a studio before. I've never done that before, but I have absolutely no problem with supporting OnlyFans. I have no problem with it.
You know why you don't have, well, not you, but why I think you wouldn't have a problem with it, because it's more personal, I feel like, and you get to know more of that artist and what that artist like to do and how he is.
True. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, I just like amateur porn is literally amateur porn. It's shit that I'm doing. Like, let me fuck around and see. The one thing that I can definitely say, I have seen people in just on Pornhub, not even OnlyFans, they hooked up in a bathroom that I hooked up in, and I was like, I know that. I was like, what? Like, hell yeah! So that's my draw to it. That's my love for amateur porn. It's just because that's the shit that I do. I could outdo you.
Exactly. Amateur porn, I love amateur porn just for how raw and real it is. You might not get all the angles, but you get to see that chemistry, unedited, raw. Were they telling jokes or are they talking to each other?
That nasty talk, that real ooh that's the best. When you get that real. Ooh, yeah,
where it don't make sense, but you oh yeah, daddy, fuck me into the couch. I want to see the springs.
Yeah, that's
speaking of that, one of the people that I would, when I tell you, I would love to be in the room if it happened.
Oh shit!
If it was you and Deep Filler NYC.
We talked a few times off and on.
Oh, but this is off I'll be your camera, whatever. When I tell you,
you hold the light, you hold the camera.
I will cultivate the whole mood. I will diffuse. We can do whatever. I will get. We'll talk about this shit. Legit, yo! Oh my god!
I love porn. Not porn. I love sex. The better it is, the nastier I get, the harder I go. I'm like, you better get in there. You better rearrange my organs. I'm about to get you pregnant.
I like to watch that. I like my insides exactly where the fuck they
are. Oh no, I like to be so.
Anything that you haven't tried that you're looking to try? Because you up there.
So dom subs. I've been a dom. I've had plenty of doms. I've been a master before. So when I've been a master, it's men would be my slaves and they would do anything I said. No limits. Go clean my house. Go wash the dishes. Cook me this. Rub my feet. Rub me down. And then suck my dick too. I'm gonna just sit here and you're gonna suck my dick while I watch TV. And that's what they get off.
And I want to sub so bad.
So it's a difference between subs and slaves. Subs is
I want to sub. The slave, that's a lot.
Yeah, slaves are you put in a lot of emotional energy into this person because they are completely at your control. You can't don't be a dick and fuck these people up. So it's a lot of that.
There are rules and regulations within the BDSM community. Yes. Don't be coming in here thinking that you're just gonna walk in, slapping people around and shit. No,
consent is king or queen. It's number one. If you don't have
how I feel about consent.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, you say yes. You on my side?
No.
My consent is just
she
do it.
is. Oh, that's all. Was like, no.
Oh, okay.
No, you do not agree with her on that.
So there's like multiple different ways of consent. Hers is probably like an ongoing open consent where it's like if I say yes, I won't. Everything is a yes until it's a no. For other people, it's like yes, yes. Individually, each act needs to be approved. So I want to be a sub. Like I've been talking to some daddies. One wants to fly me out to Chicago.
I know who you. What's it? Yes. Another one. Let me know, especially if it's going on while I ain't got no job right now. Yes, I got some money. It's okay.
I heard that. Stay tuned for the videos.
No, we're not gonna put. This is like more of a relationship stuff. Or like I'm like he gonna be my daddy. I'm gonna be his boy, and he already buying me clothes to wear when I get there. And we got a whole. He like
I gotta rethink my life. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, so he gonna put me up in the 5-star.
And he would be okay with you continuing with sex toy.
Mm-hmm. As long as I put him, he's like number one.
So do you get to still do you though?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Yeah. But when I'm with him, he's my whole friend.
I don't fucking do that.
There's lots of people who are super kinky. They just don't have words to describe how kinky they are, or they didn't know.
And this is where I say I work from a sex positive standpoint, and I'm all about just letting people know about sex. Like, if you don't know the words, trust me, they're there, and I can teach you.
Like, it's a lot of dominant women, but like they're like, ooh, I don't want him to be freaked out. Where if I get on top and I just ride it, I'm be like, I'm gonna choke him out, and then nigga, you ain't gonna be able to breathe until right? And I guarantee you, it's more men than not who are into that. Like a woman taking control and telling him what to do.
Yeah,
like,
they're probably not used to that, huh?
Exactly. It's a role reversal, and that like, ooh, all right. And
ain't
like,
gonna put this in my mouth.
I'm sorry. I just got a question.
What's up?
Have you had what is it? A
findom?
Yes.
Have I been a findom? Yes. So a findom is financial dominant. Findoms were basically your wallet is our goal, and like you pay us to keep us happy.
So a video that I saw was it seems like it's a really big thing like in Europe,
yes,
more so than here. But so the first video I saw, this guy, so it was like POV from the sub.
Mm-hmm.
So he like is like panting and running. And he was just like looking at his pocket. He was like, he had seconds to make it to wherever he needed to be. Mm-hmm. And he made it there literally like 5 seconds. And he's like knocking, like, and finally this woman just opens up the door and she looks and she was like, you barely made it. And he was like, I'm so sorry, mistress. I'm so sorry. And he gets on his knees. Now, there are like, this is in the middle of a neighborhood, probably like at noon. People are walking. Like, there was literally like some old couple like, shuffling back down a sidewalk. And he's like showing this entire neighborhood. And this woman is just dressed in just normal clothes. But then when she took the camera from him, he was in like just like a leather jock and like a mesh shirt. And he was running with money to give to her. And I was like, huh. And
I'm
she took the money.
Video.
Like, she took the money and she told him, like, don't let it happen again. And she closed the door and he, like, walked away whimpering. And I was like, okay, so what? But he got off on that.
Yeah. Oh, it's kink. Like fake female findoms making bank. Like, this is one woman, she got tributed $20,000. She was like, showed the wire transfer and everything. She was like, my first 20K tribute. And
I'm sitting here talking to y'all.
No, it's like getting the bag, everything. That's cute. But I'm like, these people having their lives paid for. Like, I remember I posted a few times just a receipt on Twitter, and it was like, I need this repaid. 10 minutes, my Cash App. Full balance repaid. And there's people who get off on it. Like,
so do you teach classes?
I was literally about to say, like,
I'm not that good at it yet. It's being a dom is everyday learning process.
True.
So it's kind of hard to teach a certain style because everybody has their own style that works for the subs they interact with and have like in their control. So it's kind of you got to figure out what works for you and kind of like you're gonna fuck up as a dom. Like it just happens, and then you got to realize, okay, this is how I fucked up. This is how I do better, and this is how I proceed. But no, there are some people who do teach classes. I can't think of their names, but like if you look up,
I was about to say, do you know anyone local?
No, they're all like you said, Europe, or they teach online classes and like how to be a better fin dom.
Europe sounds freaky though.
Oh, it is. It is. It's this club I want to go to in Berlin called Lab.
I was about to say, I have heard
Lab laboratory is.
That's too much for me.
They don't have windows, and it's open 24/7, and it's just some people are like, I spent 36 hours in there. Loads of cum in me, out of me, piss, fucking fisted. Like, all of that.
Sorry, no, because her face. I'm gonna tell you, like a homemade like amateur porn. There was this dude, and he enjoys fucking guys and women that have already like been coming multiple times. So. This dude was so hyped. Like I had never seen. He was like, dude. He is from. So the originator of the video. He's from here. He had gone to Germany. Is where it's at, right?
Yeah, Berlin.
He had gone to Berlin, and he had just like he didn't go to the club. He found someone who had just left the club that had like some ridiculous amount of guys that had fucked him and come in him, and he was like, and I get to fuck him last. I am his last one for the day. Like, when I tell you the amount of fluids that were just flopping out, like to the point where like I didn't watch that to jack off. I just watched that as in like this is a learning experience.
I think the most come out.
I was just about to ask you. Yeah,
was 4 loads. So I'm impressed by condoms. Like. They're proud of it. Like, some of these people are like 20, 30 loads deep, and they hold it in them. I'm like...
I looked up at the wrong time. Sorry.
And, like, it's amazing because, like, he said the next time they get fucked, it's just like... like, wet. It's just everywhere.
Everything.
Everywhere. Because after like 2, I'm like, my stomach like, oh, get this out of me. We done. No, we don't. Okay, we're not used to this. We done.
Talking about fill her up. Fuck up.
Some of them like they'll save all of it, push it out into a container, and freeze it.
Okay.
Okay. So are we gonna? I think we need to go to a part 3. Did you want to go to a part 3? Are y'all like? Should we go to a part 3? Okay. So y'all, we are going. We are sitting here with Travis. We're gonna go to a part 3 here. I'm going. These videos are going to have to be marked explicit. So